Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Rosy Supernova. Unfortunately, I had a game crash, and the reason it was unfortunate was I had just gotten another mutated sleet wheat, and then after I reloaded, it was gone. So, I saw what it was, but it doesn't show up in here. So this is the one we saw before, where it gave you a meal ice. The new one I found was wild something, and basically it gave you all the properties of a wild sleet wheat and all the properties of a farmed sleet wheat is what it seemed like. So very little irrigation, very little fertilization, and yet produced as fast as regular. So I'm like, that one sounded pretty good, went to go plant it, and the game crashed. So it's like, oh, well, yeah, that happens. And then bristle blossoms, those, I think I just only have that one easygoing. So using Weezwards to mutate seeds is not particularly fast, but mostly it's an experiment to see kind of, what you get randomly. This is finally full of hydrogen. Its range is 18. For some reason I thought its range was going to be 16, but it has good speed. So speed of 1.4 versus a speed of 1.1. So hydrogen rocket is actually decent, it's just huge. That being said, today's plan, we are waiting. Oh, we have them. Perfect. We have some atmo suits. We have food. We need duplicates. Oh, I forgot to skill scrub them. Mostly I've just been cleaning and waiting. Well, Catalina seems good enough for what I plan to do. And probably Hassan. So crew, we want Catalina. We want Hassan, and we are going to send them to the ice planet. Let's see, you enable, you enable. And we've got plenty of berry sludge in here, so that's not going bad anytime soon. You can unzip your suit and deliver a suit. Alright, and they should auto-assign, but never always sure. It's better just to click them. There we go. Alright, looks like got him just in time for bedtime. Perfect. So they are on. Is Hassan not allowed to eat berry sludge? I don't want to set all my dupes to eat it because I'm afraid they'll eat it in base. Come on. It's a bit chuggy. There you are, berry sludge. Alright, and dupes in base, don't need it. If they eat some grub fruit preserve, I'm fine with that. I'll leave it on my pilot. Just because. Alright. Oh, there you are. So yeah, another 2.8 cycles. In the meantime, what are you down to? I think I'm not using up slime as fast as I thought I was, so I just dropped below 15 tons. In terms of isoresin, I don't have much. I think I fed the tree twice now. Yes, I've got 15 kilograms of isoresin. And the tree's about to go off again. This has gone through an entire dormancy cycle. Just ridiculous. Over here, I haven't tapped that gold volcano yet. How are you doing? Oh, this is all fine. It's just waiting for stuff to cool down before the metal comes out. But in the meantime, all this stuff just sits here. Like, what do you even set to? Let's say to 140. What it drops on has active cooling. Yeah, I don't need anything. How's the cleanup going? It's getting there. And have you used all the mud? You did. Nice. So they finally got through all the mud, all the polluted dirt, or polluted mud. This has all been freezing. And the bees are over there doing whatever. The one big thing I did in the background that I forgot to record was over here on the water planet. So I've disconnected 2 of these because this one's shooting enough. In fact, if we pop back over here, the water tanks are, half full. So don't need to shoot that often. These are being actively cooled by this air coming in. So if this air comes in, actively cools everything over here. The water coming in actively cooled everything over here. But this transformer was not being actively cooled. Once this gas pipe was full and this was up to pressure, nothing was coming in here, so this transformer started to get hot. So I sent my dupes over, I built a big block, and then dug back into it and put in a couple thermal regulators. And their job, one set to warmer than the other one. And that's it. How does this water keep expanding like that? That I don't fully understand. Oh, I forgot to grab the other reason I was going to come here is there's an arbor acorn over here, and I forgot to grab it. But anyway, I came over here, put in a cooling solution. This stuff is coming out at 17, coming back at 40 something. This whole area was up to about 50. So it's dropped a couple of degrees. It's not meant to be fast. It's not meant to do much of anything other than keep this stuff from overheating when there's no dupes over here. I'm pissed that I forgot about the arbor acorn. It was on my list of things to grab and I forgot it. But we're going to head over here. And this is going to be an absolute smash and grab. All I want my dupes to do is dig out these 2 iron volcanoes because they're at the top. Granite has a melting point of 600 something. So liquid iron should be able to melt through the granite. What about sandstone? Yep, sandstone is less than 1,000. Sand, it might turn into glass. I don't think so. I think iron comes out less than that. Oh no, iron comes out plenty hot enough. Yeah, it's wolframite. So wolframite won't be able to melt. Everything else, these 2 iron volcanoes should be able to melt. And all the ice should be able to turn into steam. So that's why we're coming here. My dupes are going to come down. I'm just going to have them dig straight across and leave. Actually, I'll probably dig down just so I have visibility on the base. I thought that was a worthy goal. In the meantime, the dupes are... Do I want a telescope? Yeah, might as well. Gives them something to do. It'll hurt... Oh. Yeah, it'll hurt their morale a little bit. We can make it work. How's the gas looking? I don't think either of them have the plumbing skill. I'll have to fix that. Alright, which one of you has the higher skill morale requirements? Looks like Hassan is the one that's closer. So he gets the bed. Sorry, Catalina. You're going to sleep in your pod. Alright, otherwise all this is nice and thrown away. Alright, let's wait a couple cycles and see what happens when they land. Caught another shovel trying to get into my hydrogen tank. We can't have that. Alright, where are you going to pop out? Nice. And speaking of the hydrogen tank, right now I'm not rotating anything. Once those tanks got full, I turned off the pump so I could start to build up a massive liquid hydrogen. Normally I do this with a sensor in the bottom, not a sensor on the aqua tuner. But instead of running the automation wire all the way, I just went with a thermal sensor here set to negative 256, and I don't think it's acting as stably. Like, I keep finding the pressure in here high and then it comes back down. So I think having the sensor down here would have been better. I think that helped it stabilize, because even if the supercoolant's coming in a bit too cold, we care what the temperature of the liquid in here is, not the liquid in the pipe. So a bit of an oops on my part. If I was running a big hydrogen rocket, yeah, system, then I'd probably be more concerned about it. But we'll see if it stabilizes out. I was hoping once this got closer to 2 tiles, it would stop doing that, but it still seems to be happening. Where once this gets below the trigger temperature, all the supercoolant gets just warm enough and everything starts flashing. So that's why I was over here looking at what the pressure was, and it was like 50 or 60 kilograms. And there's the shovel. Oxygen tank. This actually worked out really well. You know, these turn on randomly. And yeah. Let's see, what are these? These are 240, right? Yeah, so I probably could have used less of them. I mean, this is the same power as an aqua tuner, but I could probably do this with 3 or 4. It took a while to get started, but otherwise it worked really well. I'm happy with it. Oh, perfect. Catalina's using the telescope en route. They've still got a cycle left, but I figured they could hit some of this unknown space on the way there just to see if there's anything useful. I think random artifacts show up, because I thought I saw something out here and now I don't see it anymore. Anyway, telescope's working. We're almost there. Seriously, how is that possible? How is water jumping up on that side? Like, this was down here when I built this, and it just keeps expanding up. Hopefully I don't get pressure damage on this stuff. That would be bad. I was just trying to see if there was like pockets of things down here that might have caused that. And this is all saying around 1200. I guess down there is 13, but over there's 13. Yeah, sometimes the physics in this game are just kind of wacky. Like, how did this... Who knows? I just came over here to check what the temperature was. That's all now become nice and green. And this is already down below 40. So yeah, that'll work fine. Again, the physics in this game are sometimes weird. Apparently, my base has some snot coming out of its nose. It looks like a booger. Booger jokes are funny, even if you haven't been in elementary school in a very long time. Alright, how much of this are you guys dropping? We'll wait for all the boogers to drop and then we'll mop this up. I just got the notification that there was flooding. And I come over here and there's giant boogers. Alright. You guys done with the boogers? Well, I think it's those little blobs of salt water in between that screw up the polluted water flowing off and then makes it everything flood. You guys can stop that. There we go. Yeah, if a little bit of water's there, it'll make some polluted oxygen, whatever. then we're almost able to open that up, and I'm assuming it's some more ladders and a neurovacillator. Because I paused you and then looked over and my rocket has landed. So, we're here. Alright, so we want granite. Alright, now we can queue it. Yeah, I'm just gonna come down. And it should be easy digging for him. I think I can even analyze them. I think Catalina, yeah, she should have all the researching skills. And I could pick up the wolframite, but yeah, I'm not that concerned. Worst case scenario is I'll build a ladder system across the top if all this gets too hot. Oh, you definitely have field. Yeah, you have all the researching. Oh, and we have new printables. Don't care. Back to the ice world. Don't even need to dig that much. Just dig some granite as they're going by. I just noticed I forgot something. Yeah, they're gonna need a gerbil wheel. Otherwise, they can't get out. I forgot to build a solar panel. Gerbil wheel. I think I've done this enough times by now. I would know that I need solar, so that way they can get in and out when the rocket's not running. Alright, let's let them fix that. And of course, they have to run on it long enough to fill the suit so then they can get out and build. And one of them is asleep. And apparently I'm going to need the plumber skill in here as well. Oh, sorry, you are... you're almost there. Good enough. Oh, you're doing that. No, no, no. Let's change all your priorities. Where are you? Catalina, we are removing everything. And let's move you out of the way of the soon-to-be molten iron. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a fast method for melting a planet. But why not? There were two volcanoes this close. Yeah, you're still running on the wheel. Come on, you can do it. No, do that one. Do that one. now we can get rid of the wheel. Oh, you're cleaning out the pipe. So much stuff. How'd my volcano do? Oh, we got some water out of it. And we got, you know, a block of hot iron. And more fun physics. Not the fastest builder in the world, but she'll get it done. Alright, that should now take care of the power issues once we get a few more power wires connected, and we'll let them dig out the volcanoes. I don't know about you guys, but that does not seem like a good place to sleep. I don't know if I'd want to sleep next to an iron volcano. Like, I know I didn't give you a bed, but you could have at least gone back inside the rocket. Prioritized digging to the right and then canceled the analysis because I didn't... Yeah, I just didn't want them standing there when it started going off. One little block of red and an entire ocean of cold. Oh, that could be interesting. What happens if this flows over and forms a block of ice on my ladder? Oh, that's sand. Oh, right, because polluted water will turn into dirt, which will turn into sand, which could block my volcano. Well, that sucks. I don't want that to happen. It might not be the best way of melting a planet. But it will be funny for as long as it works. Alright, there is another iron volcano down here. I thought there'd be 3. How deep is this map? I seem to recall that from a previous playthrough that the ice planet wasn't very wide, but it was very deep. Let's prioritize the down first. I think, yeah, it gets colder on the way down. It's negative 120 down there. I think I'll just skip analyzing them. That one's dormant. This one looks like it's about to erupt again. And then this I put out, there was some polluted dirt giving off, outgassing in the rocket that I went and got rid of. Some hot sand. So how much iron has to be here before it starts to roll off? Oh, there's some iron appearing. No, that's old. I don't know, this will actually be an interesting experiment. What happens if I just leave a couple of open metal volcanoes on an ice planet? If these guys actually picked up everything, all the rest of this stuff is all polluted dirt. So they're now collecting it and dumping it down the ladder, which is a good use of their time. But Hassan's stress is coming up. And we dug out the volcano, so I'm going to call it good. We need to set the crew. Ah, there you are. Did I even see anything else? I didn't really see anything else with the telescope. So let's ditch that. Make a second bed. Hey, look, you have a bed. Unfortunately, putting in that massage table ruins the barracks bonus. But that's fine. Having massage is better than that. Oh, they're still picking up slime. How's my snot doing? Okay. Yeah, so they got everything above that cleaned up. They still haven't built that ladder segment. And then gas-wise... yeah, we've got everything dropping over here, which will eventually flow to my pump, which is right there, which is barely above water right now. Yeah, we are pumping along gloriously. Oh, I think we will call that good. We'll come back, for you it'll be tomorrow, but for me, I'll probably go like another 20 or 30 cycles and see how the ice planet is doing. Thank you all very much for watching. I love reading the comments you guys put out there. Hopefully you like my content, and if you have questions or ideas, definitely let me know.